A few days ago, I posted on Facebook asking my online seller friends to tell me about the problems that they encounter when they're taking photos of their products. Now, these friends should not be professional photographers or serious hobbyists. They could be using any kind of cameras, DSLR, mirrorless, point and shoot, or even smartphone cameras. So I have this one friend, a very good friend of mine, whom will hide under the name Jenny Diane. And then she sent me this product, and along with a list of the problems that she's having every time she's taking a picture of this. So our goal for today is to take a photo of this item using just a smartphone camera, using its automatic mode. And then we're going to try and get a catalog quality product shot, so, or at least close to it. So let's go. So here's our product, and you can see through the top, the side, and the bottom, but on the side there's a cover, so that could be a problem. Always start with a good packaging. This one has some scratches in it, so we don't want reflections covering the face. We want something like this. Now, post-processing is always optional, but commercial photographers would think, what can I do during the actual shoot, and what would be practical to tackle in post-production? And we're going to use plastic storage container, illustration board, tracing paper, which will serve as our background also, and an LED flashlight as our light source. A phone bracket for your smartphone, which you can mount on your trusty tripod. We have 5 peso coins here, which will serve as the stand of our storage container. You can place your product like this, or I devised a plastic thingy like this one, and then it helps your product stand out much better and look better in photographs. So I tried several setups. So one with a lot of natural light. And if you can notice, the room, I've almost covered it with black cloth, and I'm wearing black shirt as well, so that there's less reflection on your on the product itself. Before going further, I'd like to check your camera if you have a slider like this. This is your exposure value, which simply lets you over or underexpose your shots on purpose. When I'm shooting, every time I'm doing some changes on my setup or on my lighting, I'm always checking it through my camera or through my camera's viewfinder. This way, I can see the actual effect that's going to happen when I take that shot. So go ahead and move around your light modifier. So in this case, it's the illustration board that I'm moving. If there's something that you want to hide, then go ahead and look for the angle that's going to do that for you. Turn one light source at a time, and what you want is your light source coming from the sides or from the back, not from the front. So now you have light hitting the side of the face. You have a reflection there on the packaging, but I don't mind that. What you don't want is a reflection covering your subject's face. Reflections are okay. It helps the viewer understand what the packaging is made of. Now we've turned on our second light, and this helps add more dimension to your subject. So you have another light coming from a little bit from the back and from the side, and the light source is only bounced against the wall. And now we're doing a fill light just to lessen the shadows on the face. And here's our shot. So we like that there's no reflection on the face. You have light on the bridge of the nose and on the side of the face and the arm, which adds form to your subject. I need a wider background and maybe lessen the shadow in Snapseed. If your camera has manual mode, go ahead and use that because it gives you better focus and less noisy images. How? Go ahead and activate the manual mode of your camera and choose your ISO setting. Choose the lowest one. It will be less sensitive to light, but it will also give you a less noisy photo. So next is choose your shutter speed. A slower shutter speed will give you a brighter photo, but just make sure that you're using a tripod all throughout the shoot. When you're in manual mode, you can also focus manually, which gives you better control on what to focus, because sometimes with autofocus, the packaging gets in the way, and your camera mistakenly focuses the packaging and not the toy itself. And if your camera has a timer, so go ahead and use that. It will help prevent in getting blurred photos caused by camera shake. I think that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed watching this short video and I hope you learned something from it. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me. Thanks!